This is Gigi from Gigi Life 101. Welcome back. Today I am going to be putting money in our letterbuck challenge. All right. So if you don't know, I save letterbucks for myself, which are G bills, my granddaughter, which are D and H bills, my grandson, which is J and A bills, my grandson, which is C and I bills, and my other granddaughter, which is B bills. And I get these bills from either when I get cash back, when I'm using cash in my wallet, I always look at the ones, and if I see a letterbuck, I pull it and put it in the front of whoever it belongs to, their envelope. Or when I'm doing my cash planning and I go to the bank and I get all the money for my challenges, I usually get mostly ones, I will go through them and pull all the letterbucks out. So I usually don't have as much money to put into my challenges as I originally planned because I pull out letterbucks. Okay. So let's start with my G bills. I cleaned everything out of here at the end of February. So for my G bills, I have, I had a different tracker. And I had already pulled out, like I had $90, and I pulled that out before the end of the year. And that went towards, I can't remember what that was going towards. Was it going towards Christmas? I don't remember what that was going towards. But now these G bills are going towards my 100 envelope challenge, which is my emergency fund I'm saving up for. So, so far I've gotten 50 this year. And I pulled all that out, and I have it in an envelope to the side here. All right, so let's count how many G bills I have for today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I am just going to fill this out. Usually my letterbuck videos are pretty chatty, so hopefully you're into that. 7, 8. And then I just update you on everyone. So I'm sure you've heard by now because I've mentioned it on all my videos the past week. Finally back to videotaping, that I was sick for 3 weeks. I was actually in bed, I think, for 11 days. This one was a rough one. I don't know if I had COVID or what. I didn't get tested. I don't think anyone else in the house got as sick as I did. It started with J-Man having a cough. And then I got sick out of the blue. Like, I was out the night before with my daughter and her boyfriend and my BFF. And we were having a good time. We were actually being kind of obnoxiously loud. Oh my gosh, we were having so much fun. We were at the local pirate bar that we like to go to. And I woke up the next morning and my throat was hurting. And I was feeling a little congested, but I thought it was just maybe from me laughing so much and, maybe partially losing my voice. But then as the day wore on, I just got sicker and sicker and sicker. And my sister did end up getting sick. She still managed to go to work. I think she ended up taking 2 days off from work. But she ended up managing to go to work sick. She's a security guard, and she basically, she's up at the lake. And so she's just monitoring this one particular area that has a store and has boats and yachts and stuff that are docked down there. So I went over. See, that's what happens when I start forward and not going backwards. So this is not This is not true. So that is 8. That's what happens when you get too chatty and you're not paying attention. But anyway, she still managed to go to work most days. So I don't think she had it as bad as I did. And then my daughter felt sick for a couple days. And my granddaughter's had a cough for a little bit of a cough for like a week now. But not, she hasn't been bedridden or anything. So, okay. Let me concentrate on what I'm doing here. All right. So next one is H Girl. We already have 200 for her, and we're working on 300 now. And I took all that out. Everything's out. So now she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're going to go backwards. This is how I prevent myself from being too chatty and going over. Okay, H Girl. As you know, H Girl is in 6th grade. And she's getting almost straight A's. She's doing really good. She wants to be a vet, which would be great if she could get into UC Davis. That's just about 15, 20 minutes from us. They have an amazing veterinary program there. But who knows? I'm trying to buy property for a generational homestead. And when she's 18, we might be completely out of the area. I mean, she can still go to UC Davis. She can go wherever she wants. But, yeah. We'll see. That's still 6 more years down the road. We were dreaming about our property today when we went to go take their mom to school. And she really wants a white horse. She wants to name it Moonstone. And we're talking about chickens and goats and maybe an alpaca, miniature cows. We live on 80 acres right now. We're renting. And we used to have 9 chickens. Oh my gosh, I love those chickens. They were so much fun. They have so much personality. Sometimes I just go sit in the chicken run and drink my coffee and just socialize with them because they were so much fun. But we also have coyotes out here, and coyotes came through 2 different times and eventually wiped them all out. So that was a very, very, very sad day for us. And we have not, that was a few years ago. We have the chicken coop still sitting there. It's parts of the screens missing now because of the weather and stuff. And J-Man's other grandmother, his dad's mom, she picks them up usually every other weekend. They live about 2 hours away. And they just moved on some property. So they've been getting chickens and goats and all that kind of stuff, which he loves going up there to visit them so you can see all the animals. But anyway, she wanted our chicken coop. And we're like, really? It's like falling apart. And she's like, nah, I can fix it. Which I guess is better than buying one brand new because they're several $100s. And her husband was supposed to come pick it up like 2 weekends ago, but he hasn't come pick it up. So I don't know if maybe when she comes pick him up this weekend, he'll be with her or what's going on with it. But once they take that chicken coop out of there, it was originally a dog run. I think that's where I'm going to put my garden is inside there. At least hopefully it will prevent the cats from going in there and trying to use the dirt as a litter box. I don't know how many other animals I'll be able to keep out of there. All right, J-Man. J-Man. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 7. So this orange one is almost out. But I do have one in my bag waiting for me when it is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So J-Man, he's been doing okay lately. I've talked about before, he's had some behavioral issues that I feel stem from his father. We did have a talk with his grandmother a couple of weeks ago when she came down here to pick him up. And she was shocked at some of his behaviors. And we were like, yep, and this is how we are dealing with it. This is how we discipline him. This is how we're trying to nip it in the bud. And she's like, okay. So I figure if we're all on the same page, then hopefully he'll be better. But when he's at his dad's, I feel like anything goes. So that's been difficult. He's still homeschooling. My daughter is going to try, her and her boyfriend are trying to buy a house in the town that my granddaughter lives in with her dad so that he can go to school in that school district. We used to live in that town. That's why she was going to school there. And then we moved like 20 minutes away. But it's a nice little town. Quiet. Not much happens there. Bad. I always felt like when I was living there, I lived in a resort town because it's the main road up to the lake. And so people, you know, especially during the summer, are coming through there, getting gas, stopping and getting snacks and bait, and stopping at the grocery store and getting food. And there's a couple breweries and wineries there, so people will stop by on their way back from the lake and, you know, just relax with a drink. There's a whole really cute downtown area with shops and restaurants. So it's always pretty busy, even in the winter, because a lot of people like to come to the shops and the restaurants downtown. And we only lived about a mile away, so we would walk down there. And they have a creek and a creek walk and all that. And they have concerts in the park during the summer. And there's 1, 2, 3 parks for the kids. One of them, well, there's probably more now because they built a big, huge subdivision in the back of town. But I haven't really ventured out in there. Probably a park in there somewhere. But one of the parks on Main Street has a big, huge wooden structure. And a few years ago, they redid the whole thing. So it's really nice now. Kids love going over there. All right. Seaman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Seaman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Seaman. He's my little Cali man. He is so funny. J-Man's funny too. C-Man, I was talking to him and his sister yesterday on the phone. I get to go see them next week. I haven't seen them since January. I don't know if I already said that on this video. I'm doing a couple this is my 3rd video today, so I don't remember what I've said when. But I'm going to go see them on the 16th, 17th, and 18th. They live 2.5 hours away. But anyways, I called them yesterday. And they had been at their other grandmother's house all day. I think she must have given them their Easter baskets early because Seaman was talking about some Easter eggs he got and a basket and something else. But anyways, he had a harmonica. And so the whole entire time I'm trying to talk to him and his sister, he's playing the harmonica. And it actually sounded pretty good. You know when a kid doesn't know how to play a harmonica and they're just kind of like, But his was actually, I don't know. It was nice sounding like he was actually playing a song, but he's 3. So I doubt he actually knows a song, but it sounded nice. It was loud. But his dad finally took it away from him and said, hey, how about we wait until we're done talking to Gigi before we play this again? And I hear my grandson go, I'm done. Bye, Gigi. I was like, thanks, buddy. I'm like, chopped liver compared to the harmonica. But Sissy, his sister, she was like, no. Because I said, thanks, buddy. When he was like, bye. And she's like, no. She doesn't ever talk to me really on the video, but she will just stare at me and smile and laugh. She is 1.5. She's so funny. She's a daredevil. Okay. So that is Seaman. And we got B-Girl. We did not... I have not been getting a lot of B-bills lately, which is really weird because there's a ton of B-bills out there. It's like F's, E's, and L's. Like there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these bills. Like that's what the majority of them are when I get them from the bank. So I was not paying attention last week. I went over on her. But this will be her second 100, I believe. Yeah, this will be her second 100. So did we make it? She needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I do not think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh, bummer. All right, so she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to the original color. Finally found it. I just get these at Dollar Tree for $1.25. So horrible at coloring these in. These are from 100 Honeys from Two Sisters Bees, and I will tag them below, these trackers, or her below. Okay. So that wraps up Letterbucks from my first paycheck of the month, and that was the military retirement paycheck. I need to put a new cover on here because it ain't 2025 anymore. All right. So that is it for today. I would love for you to subscribe, hit the notification button, like and share as always. I appreciate all of you. Until the next video, love Lavender, Gigi, and Coco.